Okay. All right. Tina, you ready?
Yeah.
Good. Now I give back to you. All right, Tina, go ahead when you're ready. Introduce yourself and also tell your what grade you in and your subject, your topic.
Hi, my name is Tina, and I'm 14, and I'm going to 10th grade. And I chose the topic, the Noble Eightfold Path. Give me 1 second. Okay, so Eightfold Path. So what is a Noble Eightfold Path? The Noble Eightfold Path is one of the few Buddhist teaching on how to obtain nirvana, or a way of teaching to. This could also be explained as a guide to end suffering. In the Noble Eightfold Path, there are 8 parts of the path, which is seen in the name called the Noble Eightfold Path. So from the 8 parts, there are 3 essential elements in which the eight parts are grouped in. These elements are moral conduct, mental discipline, and wisdom. So this is the wheel of the 8 parts. So first is moral conduct. In the moral conduct, the 3 parts are right speech, right action, and right livelihood. So first is right speech. So what is right speech? Right speech is basically to have the correct speech, which means no abusive language or cursing, not telling lies, choosing words correctly, and speak in the right time and place. For example, when a teacher is talking, you should be respectful and listen to them, not talk to others around you. Next is right action. So right action means to do the right thing. And this includes stealing, lying, help teach others the right way of life, and restrain from always eating meat. This is just an extra one that I found. An example is that if your friend invites you to go to a party, don't sneak out when your parents tell you not to go, because this goes against the right action of not lying. Next is right livelihood. So what is right livelihood? Right livelihood means to respect life and work in an occupation which is helpful to the world and everyone around us. This also means jobs that handle with to not work in jobs that handles with illegal weapon usage, to not work in jobs that works around killing, like illegally killing. And what you should do is run the jobs that run medical field and jobs that help teach others. And the next essential element is mental discipline. The 3 parts that are in the mental discipline are right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. First is right effort. So what is right effort? Right effort basically means to try to resist evil and act correctly in any situation. This means the will to prevent evil, unwholesome states, produce good, wholesome states, and bring out the good in you and everyone around you. An example, if you got slapped by a friend, don't slap them back to start a fight. One way that I would solve this is just walk away to prevent from more evil from happening thereon. Next is right mindfulness. What is right mindfulness? Right mindfulness means to be fully present in what you're doing at the moment. You can do this by realizing the habit of the mind, focus on present rather than worrying about the past or future, and don't hold in hatred. I bolded hatred because hatred is an important thing to talk about, because hatred is a normal feeling. It's an evil feeling to have, and it's not a normal good feeling. Hatred is only a temporary feeling if you know how to release it. You shouldn't keep hatred in you because it's not a good thing. Next is right concentration. Right concentration means to completely focus on one physical or mental object. Don't let your mind wander around. Some examples are to pay attention to your teacher while they're explaining about a topic, and don't be on your phone while others are talking to you. Concentration. Keeping concentrated on one thing is tough, especially when there's a lot happening around you. For example, like during online school, one thing you can do before lessons are just to meditate for a minute or two, just to calm down your mind, like how we did a few minutes ago. Next, and the last essential element is wisdom. And in wisdom, there is right intention and right view. So right intention means to keep the intention of the goodwill. This will counter the intention of your bad ill will. This means to avoid the thought of attachment either to a person, place, and or thing. To avoid the thought of hatred and harmful intent. Some of these thoughts are the cause of suffering. If you can find a way to burn these thoughts away or to leave these thoughts, it will cause suffering to decrease. And last is right view. Right view means to clearly see the present as how it is. This means to see how our actions can change things, whether it is in a positive or negative way, to look at the world in the correct way, to see things the way they are and not how we want it to look like. Another important thing for you to understand is that suffering is part of existence. We can't avoid it. Just remember your suffering is impermanent and there's nothing permanent in the world other than death. And then this is quiz time. Is there any questions? I kind of talked a bit fast.
That's good. That's good. You can do the question. We can ask you.
Okay. So the first question is, how many parts in the Noble Eightfold Path? A, 4, B, 16, 8, C, 8, or D, 3? The answer is actually C. It's not working.
That's okay. To see
C.
when it's
Because, I kind of worded it wrong. What I meant was like parts as in like the right parts. Next is, which of the following is not part of the Noble Eightfold Path? A, right speech, B, right time, C, right effort, and D, right action. The correct answer is B, right time. Question 3. Do not work at a job that causes harm to others. Which part includes this? A, livelihood, B, action, C, mindfulness, and D, concentration. Yeah, the correct answer is A. Next is question 4. Do not kill, lie, steal, kill, and lie. Help teach others the right way. Which part is this of? A, action, B, concentration, C, speech, and D, livelihood. And the correct answer is A, right action. What's one way to keep concentrated on something? A, meditate, B, sleep, C, all, or D, eat. And the correct answer is A, to meditate. And last question, what are the 3 essential elements? There's more than one answer to this. A, moral conduct, B, wisdom, C, mental discipline, or D, Four Noble Truths. The correct answer is A, B, and C. And that's all.
Very good. Anyone have question for her? Yeah, you can stop thank you. Anyone? Any question for her? But you did a very good job. Very simple, but very good.
Thank you.
Anyone? Okay. How about, let me ask you the question here. Livelihood, right? When we say the right livelihood, right? What happens if a person wants to join the military? Is that the right livelihood?
I would say no.
Why no? Why no?
Because joining the military does mean in killing others, and killing others isn't causing harm to others isn't the only way to solve situations.
If someone say that I'm joined the military for the defense the country, what do you think?
This is a hard question.
Okay.
I still think it isn't the right way because even no matter how big the problem is, fighting isn't the right solution to the problem.
So you say the military, join the military is not the right livelihood, right? What about anyone? Any objection or any? What are your opinion, Serena?
About the military thing?
Yeah, is that the right livelihood?
No, because in the end, you have to know that whoever you're fighting on the opposite side of the field, they're also fighting for what they want. It's also in their deep mind that they probably don't want to kill you, but if it's to get to a point like, for example, Hitler, sure, it was, yeah, he was quite bad. But in the
What
way
about
a
Ukraine? What about Ukraine right now?
Ukraine is fighting to protect their own home. What Russia is doing, well, I mean, mainly just Putin and the corrupt government that he has control of right now. I feel like a lot of the soldiers there don't want to fight, but in ways with the corrupt government that they have, they can't do anything. And I don't think they want to fight, but they have no choice, seeing how they're at risk with their own families. They're trying to protect their own families without trying to be sent to different places or be killed for trying to talk back, because that's how corrupt the government there is. No news is even getting through to them, and people are risking their lives just to get news to the people in Russia, saying that what they're doing is bad, but they can't do anything about it with Putin in power. But we also have to know that sometimes they don't want to fight at all, and we shouldn't fight back.
So yeah, even though in this situation, it's still if we can avoid the military. Uh, well, anyway, even though you fight for your justice, right, you still kill someone, and I mean, we will pray the enemy, and we will in the cyclic suffering for many lives. But in the situation of Ukraine, yes, they have no choice, but they have to protect their country. It's nothing wrong with that. That is nothing wrong with that. That is the right thing to do. But if we have an option, right, that we can avoid the military, we should, because we don't want to involve in any kind of killing, right? And also, even though in United States, right, in this country, we in the peacetime, but you know what? We still send to the government to send us to the Middle East. That's crazy, because anyway. So we should not involve in those things. I was a computer science, and when I graduated from the university, the three area I make the vow. That three area I never step in. The first one is the military. I don't want to work and develop the software for the missile or whatever in the military. Never. The second one is game. Gaming is not a good thing, because gaming is harming the young generation so badly. It's more than 2/3 of the young generation is controlled by game. That's crazy. And you know what? The game company, they are very greedy, and they know very good they are very good at the psychology, and they be able to use that to control the young generation, and they destroy the young generation very badly. That's very evil, because the greedy mind, right? They're very greedy for the profits. So the third one is I don't want to do with the AI. Because the AI, that means artificial intelligence, that means the robot, right? Even though robot, well, technology is good and bad, but what happened? That technology it fall into the bad, the evil person, it will become bad. Does that make sense? So the robot is basically what we do is we develop the chip, right? And the chip become very intelligent, and you just put that into the robot. Robot is nothing else; it's just the metal, the steel and the metal. But when you put the chip, the program chip into the metal, it will become intelligent. And what happened? The bad guy, steal that and they clone and they use it for the evil purpose. Oh my goodness. And we have to pay for that evil deed because of our knowledge, right? Come from us. And we don't want to be responsible for that foolish. And remember, early 20th century, I think it's the Albert Einstein or the most famous scientists. What they do is they develop the atomic bomb because they're so intelligent. And you know what? The atomic bomb is destroyed the whole world. So when we are very intelligent and we do not have the moral to guide us, that intelligence will be controlled by other people. They will manipulate us and they will make us to become their slave and to create the evil thing and to harm the human being in general, to destroy the whole world. That's crazy, right? So when we talk to the livelihood, we have to make sure that whatever we make a living for, right? We should have a career to make a living for, do not bring harm to anyone whatsoever, include the animal, not only the human. So because we don't want to carry the other people responsible due to our intelligence, because we will pay for it. You cannot escape the karma if our intelligence is help them to develop those kind of technology and they use it for the evil purpose, and that's terrible. Make sense? This is terrible. So we have to be very careful. So okay. All right, thank you. You did really good job. One more thing is for the Eightfold Path, the right view go first, then the right intention go second. The two come together, make a wisdom, but the right intention also have the other term they call the right contemplation. For example, I will give you the example so you understand this very clearly. Right view, that means you understand the Buddha teaching, right? That's what right view means. If you do not have the Buddha teaching, if you do not understand the Buddha teaching, you will not have the right view, even though we are very intelligent. But the decision we make, it's not in the right view. Does it make sense? Because those will harm other people, like Putin, right? So let's say that when you have a very good understanding of the Buddha teaching, that means you have the right view. If anytime you encounter the certain situation, you have to make the decision. This is what you should do. Whatever the thing that you encounter, you will based on the right view. That means the Buddha teaching, and you contemplate. You will contemplate this action or this decision. I'm going to make this kind of decision. This decision it's matching with the Buddha teaching. Because when you based on the right view to contemplate, this make you become wisdom. Make you to become wise. Does it make sense? This is important. If we do not know how to contemplate it based on the Buddha teaching, we will not become wise. Does that make sense to you, Sylvia?
Yeah.
Good. All right. Serena, you want to do your presentation?